On the surface, koalas and humans couldn't be more different. One is a tree-dwelling marsupial that sleeps up to 20 hours a day. The other is a primate that reshaped the entire planet. But hidden in the tiny hands of the koala is a mystery so strange that it left scientists stunned. Koalas have fingerprints, not just similar fingerprints. Fingerprints so close to ours that even forensic experts can mistake them for human prints. So how did this bizarre coincidence happen? Two answered that we need to go back millions of years, long before Australia broke away from the ancient supercontinent Gondwana. Koalas evolved from small, climbing marsupials that depended heavily on grasping branches and selecting the right leaves for survival. Unlike many mammals, koalas are picky eaters. Eucalyptus leaves are toxic, low in nutrition, and incredibly similar in shape. Choosing the wrong leaf could mean poisoning themselves. Choosing the right one meant survival. Precision mattered, grip mattered, touch mattered. Over time, natural selection began shaping their hands for delicate control, while other marsupials developed claws built for digging, running, or climbing. Koalas evolved a surprisingly complex sense of touch, and with that touch came something completely unexpected. Fingerprint writ. In humans, fingerprints evolved to improve our grip and sensitivity, allowing us to manipulate tools, pick fruit, and feel textures with incredible accuracy. In koalas, the same pressures led to a similar outcome. But here is the fascinating part. Our last common ancestor lived more than 100 million years ago. That means koala fingerprints didn't come from a shared lineage. They evolved independently. A perfect example of convergent evolution, nature solving the same problem in two completely different species. Under a microscope, the similarities are almost uncanny. Koala prints have loops, whorls, and ridges arranged in patterns nearly indistinguishable from ours. Even their spreading, human-like hands with two opposable digits help them grasp branches the way we hold tools. But why would fingerprints matter so much for an animal that spends most of its life sleeping? Because eucalyptus leaves don't just look the same. They feel the same. Koalas rely on subtle differences in texture to identify which leaves contain the right balance of toxins, oils, and nutrients. Their fingerprints enhance the sensitivity of their touch, allowing them to detect tiny variations humans would overlook. There's another advantage too. The ridges improve friction, helping koalas grip smooth bark during climbs. In a world where one slip could mean falling from high branches, this tiny improvement was enough for evolution to keep reinforcing it. The strangest part is that no other marsupial developed fingerprints. Like these wallabies didn't. Wombats didn't. Not even their closest relatives. Somehow, the lineage that led to the modern koala took a completely unique turn. When researchers first discovered this, it caused a sensation. Crime labs in Australia even had 2 double-check prints at crime scenes, because koala fingerprints were capable of confusing forensic databases. A sleepy herbivore accidentally became a forensic wildcard. So, what does this all mean? It means that evolution doesn't always take predictable paths. Sometimes, 2 species separated by millions of years, living in totally different worlds, end up with nearly identical adaptations. Not because of shared ancestry, but because nature needed the same solution twice. Koalas didn't evolve fingerprints to become more like us. They evolved them because their survival depended on touch, precision, and grip. And the universe answered with the same design, the swirling patterns that we once believed were uniquely human. In the hands of a koala lies a reminder. Evolution isn't linear. It isn't human-centered. It's creative, unpredictable, and full of astonishing coincidences. And sometimes, in the leaves of an Australian eucalyptus forest, it leaves behind fingerprints that match our own.